Hey guys, welcome to another video on the Insight Special. Happy Friday evening. I hope we're all okay. I hope we're all right. I hope we have all had a good day, but also looking forward to a belter of a weekend. Whatever it is you're up to this weekend, stay safe, enjoy it, all that good stuff. You know I'm keen to know about it. Obviously, in this video, you can see on the thumbnail, you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about Sergio Regiulon. We're going to talk about potential issues with maybe moving him on or potentially in and around the Spurs training ground. You'll see what I mean when I talk about it. You'll see what I mean when I get to it. I want to say, if you're watching this and you're new, though, subscribe. You're very much welcome to join us for the journey. So, look, situation is with Sergio Regiulon. Obviously, he's still a Spurs player. He's got 1 year left on his deal. It expires next summer. So, Spurs, the idea this year was to move him on. That was the idea. Move him on, whatever it is that you get for him. If it's, someone taking his wages on loan for the season, it's another one off the list. And I always said that I think Spurs will get rid of him. The pause for concern may be here. Now, look, a lot of these things could be spun as agent talk, but you always have a pause for concern. So let's jump in. Let's talk about it because, I've got two stories, both from The Athletic, saying that Sergio Regiulon played in the Champions League whilst on loan at Manchester United last season, and he wants to return to playing at that level. However, there have been minimal developments on that front, and the clock is ticking on the transfer windows across Europe, which are still open. Now, there are some windows that have still got a good few days left, so it's not a concern in terms of, will Spurs ever get anything for him? But there's a concern that he wants Champions League football. How many windows are still going to be open with teams that are in Champions League still? You have Turkey. I couldn't tell you anyone else. There'll be odd one or two, but there won't be prominent leagues. So you're thinking, is Fenerbahce in there going to be coming in for him? Because obviously Galatasaray are in the Europa League. Obviously we know that. We're going to be playing them. I just think, the situation is, we know that Ange and the club don't want him. And I saw people say that we should integrate him back in. He's left back. We don't have left back. There's a lot of players that are at Spurs right now that I would rather at left back than Sergio Regiulon. And one of my big reasons is the guy cannot defend. And I'm not even going to try to dig him out. He's a good player, but he's not the level of a top 5 club like we were last season. He is I'm going to be nice here, a mid-table team kind of player, maybe a little bit lower. I mean, Brentford was a solid level. I mean, Man United, who had Tyrell Malacia, who hasn't played a game of football in however long, Luke Shaw can never stay fit, and they let him come back to Spurs. So they were obviously not blown away by him either. Had they been blown away and had they been keen on him, Ten Hag's still there now, could have come in the summer and had him, and Spurs probably would have done a deal, but they didn't, and that says a lot. I think, when he went to Brentford, I think that's probably his level, if I'm honest. And before someone complains and gets annoyed, it's one of those deals that didn't work. They happen, okay? They happen. But the thing is, what happens next? Because are Spurs going to be able to get a deal for him? Will they buy him out? We'll have to see. But going on, The Athletic also said there's a perception internally at Spurs that when things aren't going well or he's no longer being picked, Regiulon isn't the easiest of characters to deal with. General view is that he needs to feel loved and important to really thrive. The reality is Spurs have long moved past him being an important player for them, which I'm glad for. That ending bit, I'm very happy for. He shouldn't be that. I mean, there's probably about thinking of left back. There's probably about 5 players in the first team squad that I'd rather play at left back than him. 5? 4. Apologies. 4. No, 5. No, it is 5. No, it is 5. Sorry. I'm being an idiot. It's definitely 5. But that's my point. He is not the standard that we should want. And the idea of, bring him back in, we need left back, doesn't fit anything. I'd rather Jed Spence plays there anyway, but it doesn't fit anything. It doesn't solve anything. So, look, will we get a deal for him? I don't know. I'm keeping my eyes out and I'm keeping my toes crossed, my fingers crossed. My eyes, if I can cross them. That we will be able to just kind of wash our hands of this deal. Spurs aren't making millions and millions and millions out of this, but if they can save, a few million on just his wages, take that as a win. It's another one out of the door. Happy days. But that is a concern that there has been minimal traction on him. I just don't think he has a good enough market. And, look, it'd be like Tanguy and Ndombele. As soon as you buy him out, a team will go, we'll take a punt on him. And Ndombele, ironically, if you didn't see, he's had a pretty decent start to the season, which is ironic. But with Regiulon, I think it'd be a similar sort of thing. Buy him out, a team will come and get him. And I think that may be the case. As much as Spurs are fair where they let the players that aren't going to be used train and things like that, it's taking attention away from players that could do with more coaching. That's the way I look at it. But we shall see. But anyway, guys, in the video, I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like on the video if you did. Hit me in the comment section below your thoughts and feelings about Regiulon, the deal. Do you see him staying? Do you see him moving? Let me know down below. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the bell notification for more. But anyway, guys, in the video, I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, guys.